Thursday, May 29th, 0800 a.m. New York time. Welcome back, investors, to Winning Wall Street's Money. Going to go over here an interesting price action that occurred for candlestick pricing for me yesterday on a day trade and for a swing trade. Yep. So it's 8 a.m. right now. We got futures and Forex open. Go look at the charts on the currencies. A little insight here. Candlestick price action. I talk about that a lot. Yep. Many people interpreted it differently and not effectively because I include it on multiple time frames, which I'm going to show you that now. So we're looking here at the currency of the euro that trades in the futures market. Yep, you could trade currencies in different financial markets. You could trade in the Forex market, the futures market, the equity market, the options market. Looking here at 4 grids. The far right is the weekly. It would be done the close of Friday, 5 p.m. The second one from the right is the daily. And the third from the right is the 4-hour. The current candle will be done at 9 a.m. And the far left is the 1 hour, which would be done at 9 a.m. as well. And it just started. So right off the bat, you see here a lot of different price actions occurring on the trends. Absolutely. But I'm using the higher time frames to help me determine setups. Yep. So here on the far right, the weekly, yes, the current candle's red. It did make a higher high, higher low than the prior week. The prior week was a big green body, very bullish candle. So I labeled midpoint, this gray zone. And we tested it, broke below it, and back inside of it. There was a deep retracement. The daily chart, since overnight, we have this big washout, big candle, daily candle, broke below this prior demand zone, this green area, broke below that swing low, that red area, that purple area, sorry. Forming a big wick. Yep, so again, big flush out, shaking out all those ones that might have been short. Deep retracement down here into this big consolidation. On the 4-hour, yep, look overnight. That huge impulse move down, breaking that swing point, breaking multiple swing points, inside candle. On the bottom of the trend, a nice reversal. Nice. I mentioned this one here too. This impulse move candle, that red one with that blue horizontal line. I was looking for a test up there. It didn't occur back in those days. And the 1 hour here, again, look at this overnight price action. Huge move down. So again, this is the pair, the euro, US dollar. Let's go look at the US dollar now. US dollar index. US dollar index. US dollar index is comprised of several currencies. So 3 grids here, the far right, the weekly, the middle, the daily, and the left, the 4-hour. Of course, you expect this to go inverse, and it did. On the weekly, sure, lower low, lower high, popped up. Again, the prior week was that big impulse move down, that red candle, which I had that blue line labeled. So I was expecting a retest of it, and it came to that gray zone, midpoint, broke right above it, rejected it. I've been bearish, biased the US dollar for a while, and I've been sharing that being the inverse bullish on the euro. So if you're bullish the dollar here, well, the one should be what? Looking to buy on the dips on weakness. Vice versa, if you're bullish the euro, you're waiting on the faster time frames. So look at here. There we are, faster time frame now, daily on the dollar. Big red candle. Yep, what a fake out this morning. Ran up from the open last night and already deep retracement on the candle. Feeling this move down. Trend line down, A to B, B to C. Let's run a fib on there, see what kind of retracement we got. Take the high, top. Yep. Went over just shy of going up to 0.618. But again, it's not closed yet. Still got more price action. and on the intraday 4 hour. So they ran it up the key levels and sold off. Now let's go look at the euro top down. Again, I am bullish the euro, been bullish for a while. Bearish the dollar. Here we are on the monthly chart. Again, this is the last week of the month. This candle will be completed the last trading day of the month. Last trading day. So look, big green candle, huge upward move, big tail, wick, hasn't been tested yet. Midpoint body, we certainly tested it. Buyer stepped in here. Inside candle, we didn't take out the higher low. The weekly, I already mentioned this, but it did just like I expected, break below right there. So we'll see how it closes the last trading day of this week, which is tomorrow. Big retracement after that big green candle. Might have more of a consolidation, some overlapping for a few days, or you might just have a strong trend one way or the other. Continuation. Key levels labeled above it and below it. Okay, daily chart. So I've been watching this the last few days as it's been trending lower lows, lower highs, thinking, yep, we're going to most likely test this demand zone right here, this green area. And I already had the swing load labeled. So all things possible, prices fluctuate. So of course we broke below it, that purple line. You know, all these buyers coming in here now. So we'll see how this closes for the day, but might have the opportunity for a swing trade, a bullish swing trade, depending on this closes. Again, I like to see the entry on the faster time frame below here. So let's go look at the 4 hour. So here we are on the 4 hour. I'm going to leave with this too because this is overnight. So you have that 4 hour candle, big impulse move down, big red body. And then what do you expect? Well, I know what I expect. Candlestick charting, huge body, huge impulse move down. I'm expecting a retracement of that candle, not necessarily 100%. Then we have this big wick on the bottom. To me, that's important. But it's already done a deep retracement on it, so it may not be valid anymore. Meaning that I'd be looking for entries off of it. So most likely not valid anymore because I already did that test with that yellow candle. Just leaving it at point. So nice, went down there, tested it. Again, this would have been labeled as soon as it got done. I certainly wasn't watching or awake at that time, I don't think. I know I wasn't watching at the time. So you have this inside candle right here, yellow candle on the bottom of that big impulse move down. Inside candle means indecision. Well, look at it, the bottom of a trend after a big impulse move down. Yeah, one would expect higher odds it's going to do a reversal at some point. And that's what it's done. Reversal, higher high, higher low. That being said, now use caution because this big impulse move, this might be the area, might be test today, might have a fast move, price action here, going up and rejecting it. So again, some news event might be leading up to a particular moment it gets hit. Now again, broke these swing points. So the interesting thing is right here, this swing point, this green candle, yellow, horizontal line, broke below it, closed below it. So one would expect when it does that, when I take it off, you would be looking for that retracement to the upside and looking for a bearish opportunity. So as we're making higher highs, higher lows, if we get a reversal in this trend, having a new lower low, that might be the setup to trade bearish for a retest back down here. So that's one thing I'm looking for. Again, that may not occur. Yes, even though I'm bullish the euro, short-term day trading, swing trading, I'm flexible to trade either direction. Oh, this is a new swing low. Key level right down there. Yep, labeling that. So we have the impulse move down, that blue line. Key level I'm looking for over there. Like I said, I'm looking for a retest, possibly down here again. So if I was to take a short, if this trend reverse, my targets would be down these areas. Again, I could close the trade early if I was in the trade, if I don't feel the momentum's going to continue. Yeah. So onto the lower time frame, the faster time frame, the 4-hour. Show you my trade setup I had the other day. Was it off the 4-hour? Oh, no, it was off the 2-hour. Yep. So yesterday I took a scalp. I took a bullish scalp. See this green candle here? Big wick on the bottom. Actually, let me zoom out some more. Apologize. Maybe moving fast here to confuse some people. This gray zone right there was an imbalance area. So I drew it across it on the 1-hour. Overnight yesterday, we tested it right there. On the retest, look at this red candle. Zoom in some more. This red candle, bullish pin bar, tested it too. So when those two tested it, I was bullish. I was looking at other time frames too. And I want to take a short-term long with a target, hopefully go up here. It never went up there, but that was one of my targets. Yep. So I also included the Fibonacci after that occurred. After that second candle. Zoom in some more. So this is the 1-hour. So my thought was some early targets. One of my early targets would be here, that blue line, 0.618 Fibonacci, but I'd like to see it run up there. So I was in a long during this candle, and it did hit that target, but it got out before that. So it never went all the way up there, but it worked out nice. So let me show you this now on the other ones too. I'll keep that on there for a minute. This is the 15-minute. Yesterday. Again, that was that low, and that was that retest there, the Fibonacci. Again, it's the 15-minute chart. So look, the trend, top, bottom, went up there and tested it. That 0.618 retracement, you had a consolidation, these inside candles. Again, giving you signals what? Yeah. Little tiny bodies, big wicks. Most likely you want distribution, smart money selling. Had that huge impulse move down. You better have already closed your trade in here, or at least tighten up your stop. So nice. My entry was somewhere in this candle right there on the faster time frame, 5-minute. Nice. So again, using multiple time frames, candlestick charting. Let me put this on the 5-minute too. Show you on the 5-minute. Here we go on the 5-minute from yesterday. So this area, 3 5-minute candles. That was the first 15 minutes of the New York Stock Exchange open. Nice reversals. Again, this is currency, but the correlation. New York stock market opened here during these first 15 minutes. Reversal, ran up. Nice. Consolidation. Again, look at multiple time frames, 5 minutes here. You had that run up, consolidation. It was not going higher. Nope. Big wicks up top, rejection, rejection, rejection. Nice. And impulse move down. Yeah, one could have done the other trade, also gone short. But using this higher time frame on the 4-hour and multiple other time frames, these are things I'm looking for today. Let's see how it goes. But again, I choose this financial instrument, this particular one in the currencies. Liquidity is great. The spread's great. Much better than other ones. So you go ahead and choose what other financial instrument. Highly recommend you include, make sure it has a tight spread and good liquidity. Maybe not the prettiest girl on the dance floor, but its odds are much more probability of getting in and out. Better price fills. Good money management includes better price fills. Thank you as always, spending just a little time with me. That's it for the video. Thank you for watching.